Hey everybody, D-Mac here, coming to you with a video. I've got one of my friends, 801 Revolutionary, here with me, and we wanted to put together a video clip illustrating some of the weapons that we have, go over some of the philosophies of use, purposes for carry, different sizes, different calibers, holster options. We just wanted to talk about some of the weapons that we have and why we have them. I've had a lot of questions. People ask me about, what gun should I buy as my first gun? I'm looking for a good self-defense weapon. So we want to, kind of just discuss these talking points here and kind of go over everything that we have, so you can see why we're carrying what we're carrying. So
in a little collaboration video, we kind of combined some of our weapons. This is a very small percentage of our weapons. We'll get to the others later. We just wanted to kind of touch base on some of the different options you have for carrying either in your home, if you're going into battle, or if you just want your daily carry. Let's start off by introducing some of the guns. Let's start off right here. A Glock 23. All these weapons have been safety cleared. 40 caliber. Got a tungsten guide rod in it, 9 sights, and recoil buffer. A couple of these guns are sporting these Hogue rubber grips. They're pretty nice and comfy.
And some people have issues with those Hogue grips, saying that it gets hung up on clothing or gets caught in your jacket when you're drawing. I personally have not. I carry around this Glock 30 just about every single day, the 45 caliber, and I've never had any sort of hang up or snagging issues. It's got the palm swells. It really fills out the hands great, and I like it for when I'm starting to sweat and everything when I'm out running and gunning. So
this is considered a mid-sized gun in the Glock world. This is considered a subcompact in the 45, still maintaining the double stack magazine. Down here we have a Glock 26, 9mm, night sights. Other than that, she's stock. We've got a few different magazine options. We'll show you those later when we get into the firepower part of the video.
And then wrapping around on the bottom here, we've got an X-Cam 25 auto, 7+1, super small. That thing will fit in your wallet. You can pretty much hide that one anywhere. Pretty small on the caliber side, but really effective within 7 yards. So
very easily concealable as well. Right here we've got a Smith & Wesson Crimson Trace laser grip on it, 357 Magnum. It's actuated right here. It's got a little area right here where the laser pops out. Not the most accurate gun in the world, but within 10 yards you put the laser on the person, you can't miss. Right here we have a Sig Sauer. It's a P6. It's a really kind of old school gun from the 1980s. It's a 9mm. And up here we have a full-size H&K USP9 9mm,
which is going to be your standard go-to-war gun right there. I wouldn't recommend carrying a USP9 as your daily carry gun just because they're a little bit larger than some of the others that you have options of. But if that's what cranks your tractor, let it run, right?
Absolutely. Mind you, most of these guns are only here as kind of a secondary form of defense as far as protecting your life. If you're going to go into battle, or you're going to be in a really hot situation, these guns primarily fight you to something bigger. Got the Mossberg 12 gauge. It's got a
7+1 magazine. Got the tack light mounted on it. Stock saddle. Really comfortable gun to shoot. I mean, it kicks like a mule, but what 3-inch Magnum buckshot load doesn't kick like a mule? So yeah, the whole purpose of having the rifles laid out is, if you are in a situation where you're going to need to start shooting, we're fighting our way to a rifle. Similar to this one right here, I've got a Romanian AK-47 variant, Wasser 10. Excellent little battle rifle right there. Some of the Romanian rifles get bad raps for being a little underproducted, but we've not had any issues with that. We've got several thousand rounds through that gun. So that's something that you want to consider when you're purchasing a handgun. Is this going to be my only means of firepower, or am I going to have a rifle alongside of that? Because you might not need to get as big of a handgun if you know you're going to be working with a rifle alongside of that. So keeping that in mind, let's talk about a few holster options that we have, ways to carry the various sizes guns, which one's going to be better for in the waistband concealed carry, ankle carry. Right here you can see we've got a Thunderwear groin holster there.
This is a level 3 concealment. It goes underneath your clothing. It's totally undetectable, even if you're wearing like a dress shirt with your shirt tucked in. Whenever I use this, I usually have my 357 in there. It's a really light package, very comfortable to wear. No one knows you're carrying.
Really easy way to hide a gun if you're trying to go with that level 3 concealment. We also have a belt slider. We've got a paddle holster up there, generic Uncle Mike's holsters down here on the side, and it really just depends on if you want to keep your gun on your belt or in your waistband. In the waistband, the only guns that I would want to carry would either be your 357 or this Glock 26. It's going to be a lot more narrow, easier to conceal, easier to hide in your pants. Maybe even the P6, though that's a heavier gun than some of the other polymer bodied frames like you get in the Glocks. So,
one thing you kind of notice is the different sizes of bullets and the calibers. I mean, there's a huge difference between this 357 Magnum and this 25 Auto right here. What you lack in carrying the amount of bullets in the 357, you make up for only needing one per person, hopefully, if you're in a hot situation. With the 9mm option, with this particular gun, it takes a lot of different magazine options. This is your flush-fitting Glock magazine made for the 26. This is the same magazine with a +2 base plate, giving you a little bit extra purchase on your hand there, get your pinky on there, and it gives you 2 extra bullets. And if you really want some backup firepower, this is a Glock 17 9mm magazine with a +2 base plate. Looks funny, sticks out the bottom, but that little package right there, in its most concealed form, can hold 20 bullets.
plus 1,
Yeah, 20 bullets, 1 in the hole. So it's a real high amount of firepower for what you're getting in the package.
And then looking just one gun up on the Glock 30, I've already done a couple Glock 30 review before, but just for illustrative purposes, in this one I've got the factory 10-round magazine, 10 plus 1, and then I've also got a Glock 21 mag that holds 13, so that would make it take it to a 13 plus 1, 14 round caliber or capacity on a 45, which is fairly concealable, so that's quite a bit of firepower to pack around with you with such a high caliber as well. It gives you the option of if you're only carrying around 2 mags, you carry around a 10-round mag, which is pretty much flush mounted, and a 13-rounder on the side, and you're walking around with 24, 25 rounds of 45.
Same story on the 40. This is just the standard flush fitting 13-rounder, but they do have a different variety of magazines you can get for that make it stick out even farther.
Get the magazines for the Glock 22, which I believe are 15 shot
15
capacity.
Plus 1, I believe. So these are all really nice, and it's good to have a lot of extra magazines around. You can really increase your firepower from something extremely concealable and light and easy to carry, and have a couple of these in your bag, and you can withstand a pretty lengthy shootout with your same subcompact service pistol.
Yeah, and then like one reason I always like my little 25 right here, because it's really excellent at tucking into the ankle holster right there and getting wrapped around the holster or the ankle and hiding, just like there for another not quite full level 3, but that one definitely tucks away. We're going to have to get right back to you guys. We're going to have to splice this into clip 2, so we'll be right back with you.